Google just dropped Gemini 3.0 Pro, and if you're still using it like a basic search engine, you're missing out on features that could literally save you hours every single day. Most people have no idea what this thing can actually do. They type a question, get an answer, and move on. But Gemini 3.0 Pro has tools buried inside that can analyze entire videos, generate studio-quality images, build interactive apps, and even create full podcasts from your documents. And in this video, I'm going to show you every single one of them. Let's get into it. Alright, first things first, what even is Gemini 3.0 Pro? It's Google's most advanced AI model right now. Think of it as the brain powering all of Google's AI tools. It's multimodal, which means it doesn't just read text. It can understand and generate text, images, audio, video, PDFs, and even entire code bases all at once. Gemini 3.0 Pro launched in November 2025, and it's a massive upgrade from the previous version. The model is designed for complex reasoning, long context understanding, and what they call agentic tasks, which basically means it can plan, execute, and complete workflows with multiple steps, surpassing any other AI model that would struggle to keep up with all the information. Now, if you care about the numbers, it scores 37.5% on humanity's last exam, which is a benchmark for advanced reasoning. It hits 91.9% on GPQA Diamond, which tests graduate level knowledge, and 72.7% on ScreenSpot Pro, which measures how well it understands user interface elements on a screen. It outperforms GPT 5.1, Claude Sonnet 4.5, and its own predecessor across the board. So yeah, this thing is powerful. Alright, let me show you how this actually works. I'm logging into Gemini right now, and we're going to run a few tests. I want to show you the difference between low thinking level and high thinking level, and then we'll test the multimodal capabilities. I've selected thinking from the model picker. This gives me access to Gemini 3.0 Pro. Let's start with a simple test. I'm going to ask it this. You have $5,000 to invest. Option A gives you 8% return per year. Option B gives you 12% return but has a $200 yearly fee. Which one makes more money after 5 years? Watch how Gemini 3.0 Pro thinks through this. It's doing the math, figuring out the fees, and comparing both options side by side. Look at this. It's not just picking one randomly, it's showing me the actual numbers for both choices and telling me which one wins. The model took a few extra seconds to think before answering, and the result is way cleaner and easier to understand. Now let's test the multimodal capabilities. I'm going to upload an image, a screenshot of a complex data dashboard, and ask Gemini to analyze it. And as you can see, it's not just reading the image, it's actually interpreting the data, spotting patterns, calling out anomalies, and suggesting next steps. This is the moment you realize multimodal models aren't just a small change. They're basically a full analyst who can look at a dashboard and tell you what matters before you've even zoomed in. Let's also test its video analysis features. In the next example, I'll upload this video and ask Gemini to break it into chapters, highlight the key moments, identify emotions, and suggest how to generally make it better. The goal is simple. Can a multimodal model act like a real editor and not just a transcription machine? And as you can see, it does the whole thing. Clean structure, clear insights, even notes on pacing. At this point, Gemini isn't just helping with the editing, but it completely structures it. The final test is for long context understanding. I'm going to upload a 30-page PDF, a research report, and ask Gemini to summarize it and answer specific questions. My prompt is that simple. Perfect. It read the entire 30-page document, pulled out the key findings, identified the methodology, and flagged the limitations section. This is the 2 million token context window at work. While other tools would struggle with this much information and sometimes even ignore most of it, Gemini has the capacity to understand and memorize almost anything you give it. Now let's test the new extended AI mode in Google Search. You've probably already seen this, but this is Gemini 3.0 Pro powering Google Search directly, giving you deeper, more context-aware answers. I've enabled AI mode with extended thinking in Google Search. Watch the difference. I type in best budget laptops for students in 2025, and look at what it returns. It's not just a page of blue links. It gives me a curated set of recommended picks with quick specs, pricing, and source callouts, plus a clean key considerations section: battery, portability, performance, storage, durability. It even surfaces shopping cards with prices and retailers right there in the layout. Now let's try something more complex. How does quantum entanglement work? And the result is very impressive. Gemini doesn't just give surface-level text. It explains that entanglement links particles into a single shared system, so their properties aren't fully defined until you measure them. Then it breaks down the key principles like superposition, instantaneous correlation, and why it looks non-local without letting you send messages faster than light. It even clarifies what it isn't and uses an analogy to make the difference click. This is AI learning at its best, turning a confusing physics idea into something clear and easy to understand. Let's push it further. I ask, visualize how compound interest grows over 20 years with $10,000 at a 7% annual return. Perfect. Gemini doesn't just answer with text, it shows the growth curve, explains why it accelerates over time, gives a clear year-by-year breakdown, and calculates the final value after 20 years. It even highlights the key takeaway. This is very good stuff. So we've seen AI mode in search, but Gemini 3.0 Pro becomes seriously powerful for education. It actually markets specifically to college students by offering a free full year of use on the paid plan. You can ask it to make learning materials, turn hard ideas into visuals, and even build simple interactive tools to explore science. It's not just about reading explanations anymore. You can create visual, hands-on learning experiences whenever you need them. Let me show you. I'm going to ask Gemini to make a visual explanation of a physics idea, projectile motion. Look at this. It shows the curved path of the object, breaks the velocity into the horizontal part that stays constant and the vertical part that changes because of gravity, and explains what's happening across the motion in clear stages. It even includes simple diagrams for the launch angle, the highest point where the vertical speed hits 0, and where it finally lands with the velocity components shown. Now I'm going to ask Gemini to write code that simulates this. Coding a physics simulation. Perfect. It generated a complete Python script with clear parameters, the core physics equations, and a Matplotlib animation to visualize the flight. The script calculates time of flight, maximum height, maximum range, and plots the full trajectory curve as it moves. This is basically ready to run, and you can push it further by asking Gemini to add air resistance or even build a full interactive app where you tweak inputs and see results in real time. Next up, I want to show you voice mode. This lets you have natural spoken conversations with Gemini. No typing required, it's built into the Gemini app. I usually use it on my phone. As you can probably guess, you enable this with the microphone icon. Hey Gemini, I need to plan a YouTube video about AI automation tools. Suggest 5 title options, a hook that grabs attention in the first 10 seconds, and a content structure for a 15-minute video. And watch this. Gemini is processing my voice input, understanding the context, and generating a full video plan. Titles, hook, structure, everything. The response is instant and it's comprehensive. This is perfect for brainstorming on the go when you don't have time to type. But to be fair, this is a feature I'm sure you've seen before through other tools. What you probably haven't seen though is Gemini's live mode. Live mode lets Gemini see your screen or use your camera in real time. It responds instantly to what it sees. So I've enabled live mode and pointed my phone's camera. I've drawn a rough flowchart for an automation workflow. Can you read this flowchart and tell me if there are any logical errors or missing steps?
The flowchart looks pretty standard. It starts with order received, then goes to order confirmation, which branches into cancel order if no, and order confirmed if yes. After that, it flows through order processing and ends with shipment. It seems like a standard process, no obvious logical errors. Are you thinking of any particular steps that might be missing?
Incredible. Gemini is reading my handwriting, understanding the flowchart structure, spotting what's missing, and suggesting how to improve this. This is real-time visual reasoning. It's literally like having a professional next to you see what you're seeing and talking about it. Now let's talk about one of its biggest strengths, which are images. I'll show you how to generate your own in a bit, but I want to point something else out first. Gemini 3.0 Pro doesn't just generate images. It can analyze them with incredible precision. It can read text in images, OCR, identify objects, understand layouts, extract data from charts, and even interpret handwriting. To test this, I'm going to upload a photo of a business card and ask Gemini to pull out all the info. Extract the name, job title, company, phone number, email, and website from this business card. As you can see, it does exactly that. It read everything, even the small text at the bottom, and gave me all the contact details in a clean format. Alright, now I'll show you how to generate images. To do this, Gemini uses Nano Banana Pro, which is Google's most advanced image generation. Let's break down the key features, and I'll show you a real example for each one. First of all, Nano Banana Pro is the best model for creating images with legible, accurate text. I'm sure you've tried generating an image with text on it, and it was just completely wrong since most AI tools have a hard time with this. But let me show you Nano Banana's text rendering. I'm going to create a YouTube thumbnail with clear, legible text. My prompt is create a YouTube thumbnail with bold text that says AI Tools 2025 on a tech background with blue and purple gradients. Look at that, the text is crystal clear. There are no distorted letters, just clean, professional typography. This is exactly what you need for thumbnails, posters, or any design where text accuracy is critical. You can take this a step further by uploading your own image and having it alter that. Here I'll upload a picture of mine and ask it to put me in the thumbnail we made. As you can see, the quality is top tier. Now let's test the advanced editing controls. I'm going to start with a bright, sunny image and transform it into a moody cinematic night scene. The entire vibe changed. The lighting is now moody and atmospheric. There are neon reflections on the wet street and the color grade is cinematic. This would take hours in Photoshop. Nano Banana Pro did it in seconds. You can also upload up to 14 reference images, and Nano Banana Pro will blend them seamlessly. I'll upload a character portrait, a landscape background, and a lighting reference and ask it to combine these 3 images into one cohesive scene with the character standing in the landscape using the light and style from the 3rd image. In the result, we can see perfect character consistency and great blending. Next up, we have video generation. This is done with Veo 3.1, which is Google's newest video generation model. It creates highly realistic 8-second videos at 720p or 1080p resolution with native audio generation, meaning the sound is synchronized automatically. Now let's test the native audio generation. I'm going to prompt it with 2 people having a conversation in a busy coffee shop, natural dialogue about their weekend plans.
We thought about going hiking, but the weather looks tricky.
Yeah, I saw that. We're just staying in and cooking a big paella.
Yeah, that sounds much better than getting rained on.
Listen to this. You can hear the 2 people talking back and forth. The voices sound natural and their lips match what they're saying. But if you pay attention, you can even hear the background noises.
Yeah, that sounds much better than getting rained on.
All of this was generated by the AI. No sound effects added, no audio editing. Veo 3.1 created everything you're hearing. Now it's time to bring images to life with image to video. You can upload a static image and Veo will animate it. This works great for turning Nano Banana Pro images into moving clips. I'm going to take an image I just made with Nano Banana Pro and animate it with Veo 3.1. My prompt is a sleek smartphone rotating slowly on a dark surface with neon lights reflecting off the screen. Camera slowly zooms in. The product is rotating smoothly. The neon lights are reflecting and pulsing. The camera zooms in just like I asked. This is a full video ad created from 1 image in under 3 minutes. Let me show you another feature. I'm going to create 2 images with Nano Banana Pro. The first one shows a hiker standing on a mountain cliff at sunrise. The second one shows the same hiker with their arms raised as the sun comes up fully. Now I'm uploading both to Veo 3.1, and my prompt is smooth transition from first image to second. Hiker slowly raises arms as sunlight increases. Hair and clothes move gently in the wind. The transition between the 2 images is flawless. The hiker's movement from standing still to raising their arms looks natural. You can see the hair and clothes moving in the breeze. This is high-quality motion created by just giving it 2 images. The possibilities of combining Nano Banana Pro with Veo 3.1 are honestly endless, and the results are the best AI has to offer right now. Next, let's check out NotebookLM. This is Google's AI-powered research and study tool. You upload documents, PDFs, articles, or notes, and NotebookLM helps you understand, summarize, and explore the material. It can even generate a podcast-style audio discussion about your content. I'm going to upload a 50-page research paper on AI alignment and ask NotebookLM to generate a podcast discussing the key ideas. I've uploaded the paper. Now I'm going to click Generate Audio Overview. NotebookLM is reading the entire paper, identifying the main arguments, and creating a conversational podcast between 2 AI hosts. One asking questions, the other explaining concepts. Listen to this.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we are taking your sources and basically rewriting the entire biography of what might be the world's most misunderstood fish, the ocean sunfish, the mola mola.
It really is a creature of extremes, isn't it? I mean, it's the world's heaviest known bony fish.
Right.
And that title has always been paired with this perception that the giant is just...
The 2 hosts are breaking down complex AI alignment concepts in plain language, asking clarifying questions, and even adding commentary. NotebookLM turns static documents into conversational learning experiences. Upload lecture notes, business reports, or research papers, and get an instant podcast that explains the key ideas, all powered by Google's AI stack. So now you know how to use Gemini 3.0 Pro. And with Gemini, you can create everything from full interactive apps to studio quality videos. It's not just a simple search engine. Instead, it has features that can help anyone with any given task and save so much time. If you want to learn more on how to use Gemini better than 99% of people, watch this video next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.